हेलो ऑल ऑफ यू। सो जो आज का हमारा टॉपिक होने वाला है दैट इज़ थ्योरी ऑफ डिमांड। और थ्योरी ऑफ डिमांड में सबसे पहले हम डिमांड टॉपिक को देखेंगे कि डिमांड क्या होता है, और उसके बाद वी विल गो अहेड विद अदर टॉपिक्स एज वेल वन बाय वन। तो सबसे पहले डिमांड को देख लेते हैं कि डिमांड क्या है। तो डिमांड एक तरीके का इकोनॉमिक कंसेप्ट है जिसमें अलग अलग पॉसिबल प्राइसेस पर बायर जो है कमोडिटी को खरीदना चाहता है। जैसे कि आप एक एग्जाम्पल से समझ सकते हैं, कंसिडरिंग अ ब्लू बॉल पेन available in the market at different prices. Suppose this blue ball pen is available at 5 rupees, at 10 rupees, at 15 rupees and at 20 rupees. तो चार पॉसिबल प्राइसेस हैं जिसपे ब्लू बॉल पेन मार्केट में है अवेलेबल। तो ये अब इसकी जो मार्केट में डिमांड है वो कितनी है। अगर 5 रुपए का पेन देखें हम तो उसमें मार्केट में 10 पेन्स की डिमांड की गई, 8 पेन्स की डिमांड की गई। 8 पेन्स आर डिमांडेड फॉर ₹10, ठीक है। 5 पेन्स डिमांड किए गए 15 रुपए के, और 2 पेन्स आर डिमांडेड ऑफ 20 रुपीज। सो यू कैन से दैट, और यू कैन ऑब्जर्व दैट जैसे जैसे प्राइस इंक्रीज हो रहा है, एज द प्राइस आर इंक्रीजिंग, the demand for blue ball pen keeps on decreasing. So we conclude that price and quantity demanded are inversely related. Okay, there is inverse relation between price and quantity demanded, because you can observe through this schedule that as the price keeps on increasing, then quantity demanded for this commodity, that is blue ball pen, is decreasing. This is one thing. Now coming to the second thing, that is factors. Or before going ahead with factors, we must also check the diagram. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and on x-axis we will be writing quantity demanded, and on y-axis we are writing the price. So price are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an hypothetical example again. And quantity demanded are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So suppose the schedule is that blue pen, and the price of blue pen are as 5 rupee, 4 rupee, 3 rupee and 2 rupee, and quantity demanded is, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you plot these coordinates on the graph, it will be like 5 and 1 here. 5 rupee pen are demanded and only one quantity of 5 rupee pen is demanded. So 5, 1, 4, 2. So price is 4, quantity is 2. 4, 2. Now here 3 rupee pen and 3 quantity are demanded. Okay, now 2 rupee pen and 4 quantities are demanded. 2, 4. Now if we join all the coordinates, then you observe a downward sloping curve. This is a downward sloping curve representing a demand curve. This, okay, I must highlight it using a yellow pen. This is the demand curve. It is downward sloping. So we can conclude that demand curve always slopes downward. Demand curve always slopes downward. And the reason is because there is inverse relation between price and quantity demanded. Demand curve. Okay, So in demand curve we will be learning about shifts and movements. So if I talk about shifts, then we have two concepts. First is increase in demand and second is decrease in demand. Decrease in demand. On the other hand, movements have two concepts. First is extension, second is contraction. First of all, talking about shifts. So in shifts we must remember that price is equals to constant. Okay, and the first topic is increase in demand. So in increase in demand, as I mentioned that price remaining constant, so let us analyze increase in demand using a diagram. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. X-axis representing quantity demanded, y-axis representing price of a commodity. So price is constant, so we are marking price as constant, and demand for the commodity increases. So here is the demand curve, this is the demand curve, and as I mentioned that demand have increased, so there will be a forward shift. Okay, so this is the another demand curve representing the increase in demand and a forward shift in the demand curve. This is one thing regarding increase in demand. Earlier the demand for a certain commodity is QD1. After, as there is a forward shift, you will see a forward shift in the demand curve. So now the quantity demanded is QD2. Next concept is decrease in demand. So number 2, that is decrease in demand. Decrease in demand. So again, using a diagram we will be learning this. So here we have y-axis, x-axis, again price remaining constant, y-axis representing price, x-axis representing quantity demanded, price constant, that's why a horizontal line parallel to x-axis will be drawn. So price is constant. This time we are mentioning a decrease in demand curve. Decrease in demand, so demand curve will shift backward. Okay, demand curve will shift backward. So let us make the demand curve with a backward shift. So here a backward shift in demand curve. D2 representing a new demand curve, D1 representing the original demand curve, and here D1 shifted to D2. So you observe a backward shift in the demand curve representing decrease in demand where price is constant for a certain commodity. And in the previous diagram you will see a forward shift in the demand curve, meaning D1 shifted to D2 or a forward shift. Okay, so this is about increase in demand and decrease in demand. Now coming to movements. In movements you will have to remember that own price of a commodity is not constant here. Price keeps on changing. So first topic under movements is extension. So again we will be learning extension using a diagram. Okay, so this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Y-axis representing price, x-axis representing quantity demanded. So let us consider price is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Quantity demanded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in extension will happen when the price of a commodity will decrease. Okay, and quantity demand will increase. Okay, let us consider a schedule, and using that schedule we will be plotting the coordinates in the graph and analyzing the concept of extension. Okay, so here we have price and here we have quantity demanded. So as told that price decreases, if the price decreases then we are learning extension. Okay, so earlier the price was 5, now it decreases to 4. Okay, so in this case quantity demand will increase. So quantity earlier was demanded 2, now 4 quantities are demanded. So if I plot the coordinates here in the diagram, it is as follows. At 4, when we have 4 quantities and 4 rupee price is there, then here is the coordinate. And when we have 5 price and 2 quantities are demanded, then coordinate is here. Okay, so if we join both the coordinates, you will observe a downward sloping. This downward sloping representing the demand curve, and observe that when 5 rupee price is there, then 2 quantities are demanded, and as the price decreases, the quantity demanded has increased. So there is a downward arrow. Because price has decreased and quantity demanded have increased. So if there is a downward arrow, then it is a concept of extension. Okay, now coming to the next concept, that is contraction. So again it is the vice versa of extension. So second is contraction. In contraction you will see that price increases and quantity demanded will decrease. Okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Y-axis representing price, x-axis representing quantity demanded. So it is 1, price is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Quantity demanded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us consider a schedule. So schedule is here we have price, here we have quantity demanded. Price this time will increase. Earlier it was 3, now it is increased to 5. So as price increase, quantity demand will decrease. So 3, then quantity demanded are 5 at this time, and now it decreases to 2. So plotting the price and quantity in the graph. So 3 is there. When 3 price is there, then quantity demanded is 5. So 5, 3. And when 5 rupee is there and 2 quantities are demanded, then it is here 2, 5. So if I join both the coordinates, you will again see a downward sloping curve. Okay, so what I told, that when price is increased, okay, earlier it was 3, so quantity demanded was more. Earlier it was 3, now this time price increases to 5, so it is 5 and quantity demanded decreases. So quantity demanded shifts from 5 to 2. This is a concept of contraction, and you will see an upward arrow here. Okay, now the next one. अच्छा, बिफोर गोइंग अहेड, यहाँ पे मैंने सब चीज़ें जो अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन करी हैं वो मैंने मेंशन कर दी हैं, एंड हाउ यू हैव टू प्रेजेंट योर आंसर इन योर एग्जाम हॉल, like if the difference come between change in quantity demand and change in demand, then this is how you need to present. These are some practice questions. Then the difference between expansion and contraction of demand, how you have to present. Okay, some practice questions you can do, and you can just take print out of these notes. Here is the flow chart. Okay, so this is all for today. In the next video we will be discussing about substitute goods and complementary goods.